Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to install and uninstall files completely on your MacBook Neo. Let's start with installation. So we can install programs from the App Store, and in case you're installing something from the App Store, it's done pretty easily. The same way we would do that on the iPhone or an iPad. You just click Get next to an application that you want to install, and then sometimes you will have to enter your password in order to confirm that it's you trying to install this application if you have this security measure enabled. Then the application will get installed and you'll be able to open it in your apps menu that can be opened either from the dock or by pinching your fingers on your trackpad. Here we have it. The first application is the last one that we installed. Now, in terms of applications installed from the internet, if you install something from your web browser, for example, let's install Google Chrome web browser, you're gonna download the DMG or PKG formatted file, and it will start an installation process. Some of them are more complicated, where you have many options to select. Some of them are simple, as in case of Google Chrome. In this case, we just have to drag and drop the icon to our folder applications, to the folder of applications, and this will install the app to your apps menu, and it will also be available as the most recent application in your apps view. And now, in case of uninstallation, both the apps installed from the App Store and the apps installed from the internet can be uninstalled in the very same way. So basically, this icon you can see in front of you is not a shortcut to the application, but the representation of an application itself, if I may say so. And to uninstall it, you have to click it with two fingers, select Show in Finder, and this will get you to the directory of the application in the Finder. To prove my point and to explain how this icon is the application itself, right-click it and select Show Package Contents. You will get inside this application's contents, so basically inside the file system of this app. So this way, if you just remove this application, you will actually remove all the, at least main files for this app. So if you click Move to Trash and then clean your trash or empty your trash, this will uninstall the application completely from your computer, although maybe not completely at all, since macOS is a Linux-based system. Files do not get uninstalled completely when you uninstall them, at least not always. Some bigger packages like Adobe can also have separate uninstallers, and they get triggered once you try to uninstall an Adobe program like Photoshop. But in many other cases, the full uninstallation process is described by the developer, and you should actually take a peek into the documentation of this app in order to get to know how to uninstall this device completely. And before you complain, I just want to mention that this is pretty much done this way with most applications on Windows, except for you just get your storage clogged in Windows and never bother. But if you would like to bother on Mac and to actually remove your applications completely, you can either get yourself an app to remove applications. I'm sure there are plenty of them out here on the internet. Just search for an app to uninstall applications completely. And I think there might be some free ones. Most good ones are paid ones, but generally speaking, each app stores its files and folders in different directories, but one thing that we can do for each application is remove cached files. And to find the cached files, all all the cached files for each application are stored in the library. To open the library on your device, you have to open the Go menu, the drop-down list on your toolbar, and then hold down the Option key, then open the library here, and the library will only pop up once you hold down the Option key. So before you hold down the Option key, you will not see the library option. And here in the library we have caches, which is an entire folder with different cached files. Basically speaking, nothing will happen if you just remove the entire cache, the entire contents of caches application. Now your device will not stop working, but it will definitely start working slower and will keep doing that for at least a while. But generally speaking, it's better if you just find the application that you uninstalled here recently and move its contents to the trash from the caches. Now, sometimes they also store, different applications store their files in different directories, and sometimes they are not available for you through the default Finder view. So I just want to share one shortcut that might be useful for you if you want to uninstall some particular application and you cannot find the additional files to it in the Finder. It's Command+Shift+G, and it lets you open the particular path in your Finder. And this way you can, for example, find the hidden directory of developer files. So if you have the command line tools installed and you want to get to the applications, to the package, it's not an application, to the package contents, now you have to search for library slash developer, and it's the default path, and it's not visible in the default Finder view. So if you just enter library slash developer, it will get you to the developer folder. I don't have it on my computer since I currently don't have command line tools installed. And this way you can easily access all the remains of the uninstalled applications on your computer. So I'm sorry that for this video came out to be way too long. The main info on everything is stored within like a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to explain everything as profoundly as it is possible, basically. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it helped you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.